The world is over $300 trillion in debt. That number is so big, it doesn't feel real anymore. But every empire that collapsed in history collapsed after debt stopped making sense. This is the story of how global debt didn't just grow, it quietly escaped control. Debt didn't start as a problem. For centuries, debt was boring. Kings borrowed for wars. Merchants borrowed for ships. Governments borrowed, then paid it back. Debt had limits because money had limits. Gold was heavy and silver was scarce. And running out of money meant something very real. You stopped spending. Back then, debt had consequences. That changed forever in the 20th century. World War I shattered the old system. Nations borrowed beyond imagination and survived. That single lesson changed everything. If debt could win wars, why not use it to win elections, to grow faster, to avoid pain? Then came the Great Depression. Then World War II. Then a new promise was born. Debt would no longer be temporary. It would be permanent. For a while, gold kept things in check. Currencies were tied to something real. Borrowing still had a ceiling, until one quiet decision changed the future of money. In 1971, the world stepped off gold, not with a vote, but with necessity. From that moment on, money became elastic, debt became expandable, and limits became optional. No explosion, no collapse, just a slow, unstoppable drift upward. Debt stopped being a problem. It became the solution. Recessions, borrow. Crashes, borrow more. Political pressure, borrow again. Governments learned a dangerous truth. Pain could be postponed. Households followed. Corporations followed. Entire economies followed. Growth was no longer earned, it was financed. And as long as interest rates fell, the illusion held. Here's the trap. Stopping debt meant slower growth, political backlash, financial crises now, instead of later. So no one stopped. Each generation inherited the bill and passed it forward. Debt wasn't out of control because of greed. It was out of control because control was never rewarded. Restraint lost elections. Borrowing won them. Today, global debt feels abstract. Trillions don't shock anymore. Deficits are normal. Interest payments quietly rival military budgets. The system works until it doesn't. Because debt doesn't disappear. It either gets paid, inflated away, or exposed by crisis. History has never offered a fourth option. Global debt didn't explode overnight. It grew the way empires fall, slowly, logically, and with applause. Every step made sense. Every decision felt necessary. And that's what makes it dangerous. Because the moment debt feels normal is usually the moment consequences are closest. The question isn't if the bill arrives. Who will be holding it when it does? If this made you rethink how money really works, you're already seeing what most people never do.